everyone, and my name is Sheila, and today we're gonna read the Magic Tree of Merlin Mission book 6 Season of the Sandstorms. And today we're gonna start reading at chapter 6, Sandblast, and the end of reading at chapter 7 because it's very long story. So today we're gonna just read the one chapters, okay? Now, are we ready for this one book with a lot of stories? And now here we go. And first you can read Magic Tree of Merlin Mission 6, Season of the Sandstorms. Chapter 6, Sandblast. In the distance, a haze of the sand was spreading over to the desert. As the wind picked it up, the sky turned red and haze thickened to the brown cloud. The cloud began to glide into Jack, Annie, and Merlin like moving wool. "Get down, lie your bellies," ordered Merlin. "Quickly cover your faces with your headcloths." And Jack clutched his tongue. Beauty knitted to the ground. Jack, Annie, the Merlin jumped off their camel sleigh down onto the sand beside them. Jack tried to desperately cover his face with the headcloth, but the raging wind kept whipping cloth from his hands. The sky turned from red to black. The moaning sound turned to a loud rumbling. Jack looked up and saw wind rip the saddlebag of Merlin's lean camel. The bag hit the ground and fell open. The box bounced out and trembled away in the driving wind. "The treasure!" cried Jack, but his voice was drowned out by the wind. He jumped up and bolted after the box. Jack raced across the desert, and the sand battered off his body. The wind tried to push him down, but Jack ran with all his might, until finally he caught up with the box and threw himself down at the top of it. He grabbed ends of his hat, scarf covered his face. The sandstorm blasted over Jack, sounding like the hoofbeats of 100 galloping camels. Jack's eyes had burned. He felt as if he were suffocating. Slowly the thundering softened to the low rumbling. The rumbling faded to the moaning. The wind died down. The hot desert grew still silent. Coughing, Jack rolled over and sat up. He had sand in his mouth, sand in his ears, sand in his nose. He pulled off his glasses and rubbed his sitting eyes, but rubbling only made them worse. Blinking, Jack clutched the box and looked around for others. The air was thick and dust. He had completely lost his sense of direction. "Jack! Jack!" he heard Annie shouting. And Jack clutched a small woolen box and stood up. His legs were so wobbly he fell over. "Annie!" he croaked. "Jack!" she called through the dust. "Where are you?" "Here," he said. "Where?" "Here." "There you are," said Jack, trembling over to the haze. "Are you okay?" "I'm okay," croaked Jack. "Are you?" "Yes, I ran after you," said Annie. Her voice was hoarse too. "I had to save the box," said Jack. "Where's Merlin?" "I don't know," said Jack. "I don't think he saw us chase after the box." "Merlin!" they shouted together. "Merlin!" There's no answer. Peering through the steady haze, Jack heard trampling sounds. He and Annie turned around, their 2 camels trooping toward them. "Cutie!" cried Annie. "Beauty!" Jack and Annie trample to their camels and grapple their reins. Thank you for finding us, said Annie. Yeah, thanks, said Jack, patting Beauty. Merlin, Annie called. Merlin, he must have gone the wrong direction to look for us, said Jack. If we don't find him, how will we get to the Bagland, and what will we do with this treasure? Asked Annie. I don't know, said Jack. He held up the wooden box. Look, the top is broken, said Annie. She pointed to the long crack running down to the lid of the box. I hope the treasure wasn't hurt, said Jack. Maybe we should check and see, said Annie, and Jack took a deep breath. He still thought Merlin might not want them to look inside the box, but his cruelty got the best of him. Okay, he said, I guess it wouldn't hurt to make sure it's all right. And Jack pried apart of the two pieces of the wooden box, left them off. The inside of the box is a book. Oh, the woolen box have a old book inside, but I think someone have stolen the treasure and put that book inside, or the book is really treasure. But I think the book is really treasure. And a book, said Jack, surprised. He expert gold or jewels. Yes, I thought it's gold or jewels or silvers like that, but it's a book. And he carefully lifted up the book out of the box. He had plain leather cover with no title on it. It doesn't look like a precious treasure, said Annie. Maybe the writing beside is the treasure, said Jack. And Jack gently opened the book. Inside were pages of thick yellow paper. The pages were bound with screeching, covered with a handwriting both sides. The first page said the wordings of the Estrel. Who is the Estrel? Said Annie, sounding out of the name. I don't know, said Jack. I'll look him up at our research book. And he unrolled it and looked of the back of the steady horn, then covered with the books inside. And he pulled out the research book and brushed it off. He looked up the Astro on the index. Good, he's here, said Jack, and he turned to the right page and read. Astro, say Astro, living to the instant of the Greece over 2,300 years ago. He was known as one of the greatest purveyors of the time. The third of the Pillar means of the lover of the wisdom. The astral works into the introduced of the written word by the Arabs of the Middle Ages. So Astro is the great lover of the wisdom, said Addie. I guess so, said Jack, but I wonder why the book is such a treasure. Wait a minute, said Annie. Doesn't the Merlin note tell us we have to get a copy of the Bagland to bring wisdom out of the world? Jack caught his breath. Yeah, he said, and if this is a book of the astral writings, it just might be full of wisdom. We have to get of the book that carefully, and our mission for Merlin. We better get going, said